Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and thank you for tuning in for another video. As you may have noticed, I have changed my channel name once again. We're now called MB Zoomer, and I think that's the channel name we're going to stick with for a while, so thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to stick with MB Zoomer for a bit, see how that goes. By the time I decide to change my mind, it'll probably be too late anyway. Anyways, today I would like to give an update on the Sur Ron waterproof measures because I recently made a video about the waterproofing on the Sur Ron, and I think I did a relatively okay job of covering just the measures that have been taken and sort of what you can expect out of it. But I do have new updates in relation to sort of real world tests of waterproofing the Sur Ron. So this comes with a lot of bad weather where I live, and so we've gotten a ton of snow, and I ended up having to ride home and during like a rain and snowstorm the other night. So, and I had some issues during that ride, so I wanted to give a little bit of a update on my experience with the Sur Ron waterproofing measures. As you can see in this picture, this guy's just totally driving through water. In the video, it seemed to go fine for him, but I had a couple problems in heavy rain and snow with my bike, which you will see in a second here. So I just want to remind you before we jump into the video, please give me a like if you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe and comment as many times as humanly possible. I appreciate you for watching. So I'm going to have the video playing over my voice here as I'm talking. So overall, I've been very impressed with the waterproofing on the Sur Ron, even in the worst of weather conditions. As you can see on this ride, there's just a decent amount of snow on the ground, and the Sur Ron blew right through it. This, you may not have as easy of a time on the Sur Ron in the snow if you have street tires. I honestly think you wouldn't really go anywhere with street tires. So this is a benefit to riding knobbies all the time. They are just much better traction in whatever environments you may be thrown into. So they're a little bit better for if you plan on riding in the snow at all. So with this slide, power issues, I'm going to show some footage. It's very poor footage, but footage of me riding my Sur Ron in a really bad rain snowstorm. I apologize for the water droplets on the camera. I was just trying to get home at that point. So I just want to show you the power issues I had here. So as you can see, quite horrible weather, and it's right about here that my power starts cutting out. So you'll see I'll start slowing down in a second, looking at my bike, what the hell's going on. And for some reason the power just cut out, throttle stopped and everything. You can see the lights are still on the bike and everything, but the power wasn't working for whatever reason. So I turned the bike off, I restart it, still getting soaked, and it starts back up again just fine for me. I suspected this might be a brake issue at first with the brake sensor, but in hindsight, I think that's a little bit less likely. So I had this power cutoff issue several times. As you can see right now, my bike is stopping again. I turn it off while it's rolling and start it back up. I thought it was the brake cutoff sensor, but now that I've thought about it a little more, I think not, because the brake cutoff sensor, that when I've had issues with that in the past, it would be when I stopped at a stop sign or something, and then my bike wouldn't start again. So this seems a little different where the power's cutting out partway through. After I restarted it for a third time, I did not have any more issues with power. So I don't know what's going on there. Part of me thinks it's some waterproofing protection. But I would imagine if that were the case, I would have had some water damage happening as well. So really not sure. I just wanted to give an update on what happened with that. I still made it home that night, so it was just fine, but I was really thinking I would have to walk my bike in that weather. Once I got home, I took my bike inside and let it dry off real good. I wiped it down with a towel because even though it's waterproof, I don't want to give it any more water exposure than I absolutely have to. And it worked perfectly fine the next day. I haven't had any issues after it dried out and everything. It was just fine. So I have no clue what was the source of that problem, but it was very concerning, and I think it's worth tracking down. I'm going to do some more tests in the future to try to hone in on what that issue is. I intend to turn off the automatic brake power cutoff. You'll hear a lot of people saying that it's a common issue online. I have not experienced this issue personally, but it seems like a lot of people have had it, so they end up disabling the brake cutoff. It's not a bad safety measure to have, but at the end of the day, if it's malfunctioning, it's going to hold you back. So if I end up doing that, I'm going to post a video on how to do it so I can show everybody. I'm sure there are already videos out there, but I want to add to the body of work here for Sur Ron repairs. But if you ever happen to be riding in the rain or anything like that, usually turning off the bike and turning it back on again is a good place to start. If that doesn't work for you, you might have something more serious going on. But like I said, it worked for me. You saw it in the video, and I still made it home. So it doesn't seem to have caused any long-term damage, which I am grateful for. But I just wanted to share that little update since I recently made the video about waterproofing the Sur Ron. And I had some good fresh snowfall riding footage to post, and as well as that atrocious ride home in the snow where my bike cut out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I would very much appreciate it. And don't forget to comment as many times as possible. Thank you very much, and have a phenomenal rest of your day.